Hi, everybody. Welcome back. And for today's class, we will be working up towards the pose called Bird of Paradise. Now, this is one of those poses that looks intimidating and tricky when you first see it. However, it's fairly accessible when you're open through your shoulders and your hips, which will be the two main focuses of our class today. Now, I just want you to know that if you don't get into the pose today, know that is perfectly okay. You are still an awesome, amazing person. But I encourage you to just keep coming back to this video, and you'll find that with a little bit of consistency and compassion for yourself, you'll find that you'll start to grow in your practice and you'll eventually get into the pose. So we will start in a comfortable seat, however you like. Draw your hands to your heart center, an Anjali Mudra. Set an intention for your practice today. Maybe you set the simple intention of letting go of any expectations and seeing if you can surprise yourself. Sometimes the most magical moments in yoga happen when we least expect it. So we'll come into extended child's pose, big toes to touch, knees apart, hips to your heels, and start to walk your arms forward. Allow your chest and head to bow down. You can always take a block underneath your head or your chest if you need to find some support. Start to come into your breath. And speaking of props, go ahead and grab a yoga block if you have it. If you don't sweat it. And a yoga strap or something similar like a belt or a tie. Take one more breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then on your next inhale, rise up to tabletop pose, hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide across the floor, knees underneath your hip points. Reach your left arm up with the inhale. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right. Rest on your left shoulder, left side of your head. Reach your right arm up, turn your palm behind you, reach back, and then bend your right elbow, wrapping around your lower back with your right forearm. Try to hook your right fingertips to the crease of your left hip. And as you press your right elbow in towards your waist, roll your right shoulder back to open. This will be important later on when we work on our binds. And take one more breath in. One more breath out. Release your right hand to the floor. Reach your left arm back up to the sky. Inhale. Bend your left elbow to a 90-degree angle. Then reach your left elbow to the top right corner of your mat. And as you press your hips back, press your chest back. A big shoulder stretch here. And take one more breath in. One more breath out. Use your right hand to press yourself back up, tabletop pose. Right arm reaches up to the sky, twist. Exhale, thread the needle, right side. Reach your left arm up, turn your palm to face directly behind you. Reach back as far as you can, and then bend your elbow, wrapping your forearm around. Try to close off the space between your left arm and your left torso if you can. Reach for that right hip crease. Take another breath in. Another breath out. And then release your left hand down. Reach your right arm back up to the sky. Bend your right elbow. And then right elbow to the top left corner of your mat. Send your hips back. Send your chest back. Big breath in here. Exhale, see if you can sink in. And then pressing through your left hand, rise back up to tabletop pose. Walk your hands a little bit forward, tuck your toes, hips back, downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of the practice, so feel free to take some movement in your legs and your hips, whatever feels good. And then straighten out your legs, lift your right leg up, inhale. Bend your right knee and stack your hips open, right knee pointing up. Option to draw circles with that right knee. 2, 1, and then lower your right foot to meet your left. Left leg lifts up, inhale. Bend your left knee, stack your hips, maybe draw circles. 2, 1, and left foot down. Shift forward to a plank, shoulders over your wrist, top of a push-up. Maybe fix your shirts. Now look forward, shift slightly forward on your toes. And then exhale, lowering down for 3, 2, 1. Land with your belly down, chest up, breath in. Exhale, push up to your plank. Hold, and then lower for 3, 2, 1. Land, inhale. Exhale, press up. One more, lower for 3, 2, 1. Land, flip your toes, straighten out your arms, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale. Exhale, walk or step your feet to the front, Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a big bend in your knees, grab opposite elbows, and just take a moment to let your head and spine hang heavy. And then release your hands. Inhale, hands to your shins, create a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky, upward salutes. Exhale, hands to your hearts. Inhale, reach up, saluting the sun within. Exhale, bow down to the earth. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, up dog or cobra, straighten out your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next inhale, reach your right leg up. Then exhale, bend your right knee, stack your hips open. Now you can stay here. If you want to take it further, you can drop your left forearm to the floor and open even more. And if you want more of a challenge, maybe you come to your right fingertips and dome your hands. And straighten everything out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right elbow, tap. Inhale, up and back. Exhale to your right elbow, look forward, then step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, lizard pose. Drop your back knee, and with your right hand on the inside of your right knee, push your thigh away from you, but at the same time, squeeze your inner thigh back in towards your body. 2, 1, both hands down, look forward, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Hips sit halfway, hands at heart center. Our first squat porta potty variation. Squeeze your inner thighs. Feel your feet drag apart from each other. Exhale, forward folds. Halfway lift. Walk your feet back to hips distance. Exhale, hands down. Step back, high plank. Inhale. Move through your vinyasa, your flow. You can modify or skip these vinyasas anytime that you need to. Next inhale, lift your left leg up. Then exhale, bend your left knee, stack your hips open. Option to take it further by dropping your right forearm, maybe coming onto your left fingertips. And then next inhale, straighten everything out. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, take it up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Step your left foot to the outside, finding lizard pose, back knee down. And then left hand to the inside of your left thigh. Push away with your hand, but let your leg resist. 2, 1. Both hands down. Lift your back knee, look up. Exhale, back foot steps up, finding your squat stance. Hips sit low. This time, hands reach forward. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And step your left foot to the back. Lizard lunge with your back knee up this time. Squeeze your right inner thigh in. And then exhale, heel toe your right foot to the inside. Back heel pivots down. Reach up for warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. Square off your hips. Lengthen through your spine. Reach up. Exhale, open it up into warrior 2, arms to a T. Straighten out your front leg. Inhale. Turn your toes out, heels in. Exhale, bend your elbows and knees, goddess squat, second squat variation. Feet dragging apart, tailbone tucking under. Next inhale, reach your arms and legs up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, squat into your goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. See if you can go a little bit further down. Inhale, star. Exhale, dive down, wide-legged folds. Now bend into your left knee, straighten out your right leg, walk your hands towards your left foot. You're folding to the inside of your left thigh, squeeze your left inner thigh in. And then walk your hands forward, low runner's lunge. Step back, high plank, inhale. Exhale, right hand to the sky for side plank, Vashisthasana. You can always drop your left knee to the floor, press away from the floor, lift your hips, inhale. Exhale, back to plank, then hips back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, three-legged dog breath in. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it up and back. Exhale, cross it to your right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left elbow. And then step your left foot to the outside. Lizard lunge, take a breath in, back knee stays up. And then exhale, heel toe your left foot to the inside of your hands. Back heel down, arms reach up. Warrior one, squaring off your hips and shoulders. Exhale, open it up into warrior two. Arms to a T facing the right side. Straighten out your front leg. Turn to face the right side, toes out. Exhale, goddess squat. See if you can go a little bit lower. Maybe move your hips and legs a little bit. 2. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, squat. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Hold for 3. Maybe lift your heels off the floor. 2. 1. Straighten everything out. Exhale, fold. And then bend into your right leg. Straighten out your left leg, toes pointing up towards the sky. A little Skandasana variation with hips up, head down. 2. 1. Then walk your hands forward, low runner's lunge, breath in. Exhale, standing splits over your left leg. Lift your right. Breathe here. 2. 1. And then lower your feet to the floor. Take a breath in. Side out. Next inhale, sit your hips low, arms reach up, Utkatasana chair pose. Feet about hips distance. And I want you to feel your feet drag apart from each other like you're trying to rip your mat apart. Take a big breath in, sit a little bit lower. Exhale, forward fold, soften. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back, right heel down, reach up. Warrior one, breath in. Exhale, hands float down behind your back. Interlace fingers or huck thumbs. Loop your shoulders back, breath in. Exhale, fold to the inside of your front leg. Humble warrior. Now, if interlocking hands is too much, you can also grab a towel or your strap and hold onto that instead. But release the crown of your head towards the floor. Extend your fingertips behind you. Next inhale, rise up. Release your hands, open it up. Warrior two. Front heel aligns with your back arch. Take a breath in. And then exhale, bend into your right knee, straighten out your left. Skandasana, half yogi squat. Hips can be high, hips can be low. You can also take your hands to heart center. Now inhale, warrior two. Breathe, bend into your front leg. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, up to warrior two. Adjust your feet as needed. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana. Hands on the floor, crawl your hands forward, step back, high plank, inhale. Left hand to the sky for Vashisthasana, side plank. Option to drop your right knee down. Take an inhale, lift your hips a little higher. Exhale, 2 plank pose. Option to take a vinyasa, or you can skip it and go straight back to downward facing dog, maybe even a child's pose. Next inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale to chest, squeeze, then step through. Back heel down, reach up. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, find your interlock behind your back. Loop your shoulders, lift your chest. Exhale, fold into your humble warrior. Either hands interlocked or use a towel in between your hands. 2, 1. Rise up, warrior 2. Rebend into your right leg. Take a breath in. And then exhale, Skandasana to your left leg. Again, hands can be at the floor or at heart. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana. Hands to the floor, crawl your hands forward, look up, standing splits, left leg high, right leg is what you were folding over. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold to the front of your mat. Sitting up for Utkatasana chair. Bring your feet together this time, legs together. And as you sit your hips back, hands at heart center, take a breath in. Exhale, prayer twist to the right, left elbow to your right thigh. Squeeze your inner thighs in like you're holding a piece of paper. Now shift the weight into your right foot. Maybe you lift your left heel. Maybe your left foot lifts up towards your left glute like a standing flamingo. And then either one step or 2 steps, shoot your left foot back. Prayer twisted lunge. Option to drop your left knee down if you needed to. Take one more breath in and out. Inhale, reach up, high lunge. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2, back heel down. Now, if you have your block, go ahead and grab it. Lean slightly forward. You'll place the block on the inside of your right thigh. Hook your right elbow to the other side. Hands at heart center. So it's like a prayer twist, except you're twisting away from the inside of your right thigh. Little side angle variation. Now you can stay here. If you want more, reach your left arm up, turn your left palm behind you, reach back, and then wrap your left forearm around your lower back, just like we did in thread the needle at the beginning. Try to reach for your right hip crease if you can. And if you don't have a block, you can always do this without the block in between your arm and leg. Release the block if you have it. Rise up to warrior 2 with the inhale. Exhale to Skandasana. We're going to add a twist. Left hand in front of your left toes. Reach your right arm back like you're drawing a bow and arrow. Next, exhale, both hands down. Crawl your hands to the front. Frame your front foot. Inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, lift your leg a little higher. Exhale, left knee to your chest. Slight bend in your right leg and power through your right foot to rise up to one-legged balance. Grab your left knee, pull it in, inhale. Exhale, take your left knee out to the side, any amount. Opening through that hip. Take your knee forward and then lower your left foot to the floor. Legs together. Sit back, hands at heart center, Utkatasana. Exhale, twist to the left, right elbow to left thigh. Shift the weight into your left foot, squeeze your inner thighs. Maybe you lift your right foot. Maybe you take 2 steps, or maybe you shoot your right leg back, prayer twisted lunge. Beautiful job. Next inhale, untwist, reach up, high lunge. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Now, with or without your block, you'll take your left elbow to the inside of your left thigh. Block would be in between. Either hands at heart center, roll your right shoulder back. Option to reach your right hand up, but keep squeezing the block with your left arm and leg. Maybe you take the half bind with your right forearm wrapping around. Try to reach for your left hip crease. Release your right hands. And if you have that block, go ahead and take it off to the side. Warrior two, inhale. Skandasana, exhale. Taking the twist, right hand in front of right foot. Reach your left arm up and back. Exhale, both hands down. And then crawl your hands to the front of your mat. Frame your front foot. Inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Right leg high. Draw your right knee to your chest. Squeeze it in. Power through your left leg as you rise up. Squeeze your right knee in. Grab your right knee with right hands. And then exhale, take it out to the side, opening through that hip any amount. 2, 1, knee forward, inhale. Let go of your foot, exhale. Shake it out if you need to. With your hands at your hips, walk your feet to about mat distance apart. Toes turn out slightly. And then sit your hips back into your squat, hands at heart center. Now, if you have the block, place it on the inside of your right thigh, and you'll hold onto the block with your right arm and leg, prayer twisting away from your right leg. And again, you can do this without the block. Now you can stay here in this squat, or you can start to lift your right heel. Maybe you shift the weight into your left foot, and maybe you start to rise up, taking your right leg with you in this open hip position. Elbow and leg are connected. Squeeze, keep squeezing, and then slowly lower out the way that you came back to your squat. Remove the block if you had it. Straighten out your legs, reach up, inhale. Exhale, sit back into our squats. We're going to take it to the left side this time. Left elbow to left thigh, maybe with the block in between, hands at heart center. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you shift the weight into your right foot and lift your left heel. Maybe you keep pressing through your right leg and rise up, taking your left leg with you. This is the basic shape for our Bird of Paradise pose. And slowly lower down the way that you came. Release the block. Now you can either stay here in your squats and hold, or you can go into Bakasana Crow Pose. So you'll bend your elbows like creating a little shelf, knees as close to your armpits as you can, and shift the weight forward till maybe your feet lift off. If they don't, know that that's okay. We can learn Bakasana another day. Breathe. And then lower your feet if you went into the arm balance. Heel toe your feet together. Slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now go ahead and grab your props, your strap or towel, and the block if you had it, and place them all at the back of your mat. Standing back up at the front, shift the weight into your right foot. Draw your left knee up towards your chest, one-legged balance. Use your left hand to guide your left leg out to the side, still squeezing your knee in towards your armpits. Option to take a half bind with your right forearm. Try to reach for your left hip crease. If you have the bind, release. Draw your knee forward. Release your leg and extend your left leg as far forward as you can, lifting it as high as you can. And then pendulum your leg back, lean forward, warrior three. Hands can be anywhere. But if you can, try to take the bind with your hands behind your back like in humble warrior. With or without the bind, step back into warrior one. Lift your chest. Then exhale, fold into humble warrior. Find the bind if you didn't take it. And then we're going to shift into Skandasana, but I want you to keep your bind and keep your head lower than your hips. Inhale, humble warrior. Exhale to Skandasana with the bind. Inhale, humble warrior. Exhale, Skandasana. Exhale, release the bind to the floor. You're going to turn to face the back of your mat. Frame your front foot, back heel down. Cartwheel open to warrior two with your left leg forward, facing the back of your mat. Working into full bound side angle. Now, there are many options. You can stick with the side angle variation we've been doing throughout class, the block in between your leg and thigh, and you take the half wrap with your top arm. But if you want to go into the full bind, grab your strap or your towel. I'm going to use the strap. And feel free to watch me first. You'll wrap your right forearm around your lower back. You're going to let the strap hang behind your left thigh and then reach underneath with your left arm for the other end. Now I'm just turning around here so that way you can see that the strap is along my outer thigh, not in between my butt crack. Now, if you're taking the full bind with the strap, you want to make sure that your left elbow is connected to your left knee. If you want to stay a little bit longer and work this out, feel free to hit the pause button. Otherwise, rise up to Warrior 2, inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Leave the strap at the back of your mat as you walk your hands to the front. Find lizard pose and add a twist, right hand up. Now turn onto the pinky edge of your back foot. Option to step back to plank and then move your way to side plank, or maybe you grab your right big toe with your right peace fingers and send your right leg up for full side plank. And then release that. Optional vinyasa, or move straight to down dog. Maybe take a child's pose, maybe hit the pause button. From down dog, bend your knees, look forward, inhale. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the front, forward folds. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, active forward fold, elbows out to the sides. You can also grab the back of your calves or your heels if that's too much. And if you want to go further, you can tuck your hands underneath the fronts of your feet for gorilla pose. Whichever one you have, release. Slowly rise up, reach up, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. And shift the weight into your left foot and lift your right knee up. Grab your right knee with right hand, take it out to the side, opening through your hip. Option to take the half bind with your left arm. Breathe here, 2, 1. If you have the half bind, release it. Take your right knee forward. Let go of your right leg. Extend your right leg forward. Lift it as high as you can. Flex your foot. 2, 1. Pendulum your right leg back. Lean forward. Warrior 3. Nice job. Hands can be anywhere here, but try to interlock your hands and loop your shoulders back. Light step back. Lift your chest. Interlock hands if you didn't already. Exhale, humble warrior. Head stays low, hips stay high. Keep the binds. Next, inhale into your Skandasana. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, Skandasana with the binds. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, Skandasana, holds. Release your hands to the floor, exhale. Crawl your hands to the back of your mat, framing your right foot. Back heel down, warrior 2, rise up, facing the back of the room. Take side angle, that variation with the block if you want to stay there, or if you're going to try and go for the bind, strap or towel in your left hand. You'll wrap your left forearm. And when that strap or towel is hanging behind your right thigh, you reach under with your right hand to reach for it. And again, you can pause here and continue to work on it. Whenever you're ready, you'll release and then unbind. Walk your hands to the original front of your mat, finding lizard pose, left foot at the edge, adding the twist, left hand up to the sky. Now, option 1, turn onto the pinky edge of your back foot and see if you can step back to side plank. Or if you want more of a challenge, grab your big toe and lift your left leg up high, full Vashisthasana, most excellent pose. And release if you have it. Back to plank, inhale, lower all the way down to your belly, exhale. And sitting up for Locust Pose. Now keep your chest lifted. Reach your arms towards the back wall, palms face up. Lift your chest, lift your legs, and squeeze all the muscles along your backside from your glutes to your shoulder blades. 2, 1. Exhale, soften everything down, rest on one temple. Now you can keep your hands by your side. You can take the interlock of your hands, or you can bend your knees and catch the outsides of your feet for Dhanurasana bow. Whenever you're ready, lift everything up, whichever binds you have. 2, 1, and soften everything down. Hands by your low ribs, tuck your toes, press up to plank, inhale, down dog, exhale. Now, if you want to rest in child's pose for a little bit, feel free to hit the pause button. Otherwise, if you're ready, go ahead and make your way to standing up at the front of your mat, setting up for our peak posture bird of paradise. So I'm going to demo it for you on both sides, so feel free to watch, and then you will have an opportunity to do it on your own. So first variation, you'll sit back into your squat, and then just like we did before, grab your block if you had it, prayer twist away from your right leg, and then you'll shift the weight into your free leg and rise up, taking your leg with you. Maybe you even try to straighten out your leg, kind of like we did in our balancing pose, and then slowly lower back down. And then on the other side, I'm actually going to demo with the full bind and the strap. So you'll take the strap into your top hand. You're going to wrap that forearm around, reach underneath with your bottom hand. You're still in the squat position. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you shift the weight into your free leg and rise up, taking your bound leg with you. Maybe try to straighten out your leg. 2, 1. Good. So if you would like to watch that over again, feel free to hit the rewind and watch it as many times as you wish. But now I'm going to give you some time to do this on your own, and feel free to follow along with me. So I'm about to do the full variation with the strap in my left hand, and I'm going to wrap my left forearm around my lower back. Now notice with my right arm in the screen how my right elbow is connected directly to my right knee. That's what's going to help you be able to lift your leg when you press into the free leg and rise up. Maybe you straighten out the leg that's lifted, and then you slowly lower back down, and then release. And then on the other side, this time I demoed with the first option. So that's another option as well. And you are more than welcome to watch this as many times and just try it out. And when you've had enough, then you can just rest for a moment. Hit the pause button. Now, in that variation that I did it with the block, but then I wrapped my free arm around with my lower back. That's another variation that you can do as well. Let's come into Ragdoll Pose now. Grab opposite elbows. Just take a moment to release through your spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, and then maybe move through one final vinyasa or just go straight to down dog. Step your feet forward, make your way down onto your hips, extend your legs forward to the front. Your legs have extended in front of you. Draw your right knee into your chest, step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh, and then twist to the right. So hug your right knee in with your left arm, right hand behind you on the floor. With each inhale, find length. With each exhale, soften into the twist. Next inhale, untwist. And then exhale, scoot your right foot towards the left edge of your mat, stacking your knee over your knee. And exhale, fold forward, half cow face legs. Think about lightly squeezing your inner thighs in. You can grab your left foot or use a strap to wrap around the arch of your left foot. Try to make sure that both hips are pressing down. Next inhale, rise up. Exhale, uncross your legs, extend both legs forward, give them a little shimmy and shake. And then draw your left knee in, step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh, and find your twist over to the left. Again, use your inhales to lengthen, exhales to twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, scoot your left foot over to the right, stacking your left knee over right for half cow face legs. And when you are ready, fold forward. Maybe grab your right foot. Maybe use a strap over the arch of your right foot. Hips press down towards the floor behind you. Root evenly through both sits bones. Next, inhale, rise up. Then exhale, release your legs. And we'll slowly make our way onto our backs. Once you are there, draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a tight squeeze. And then let your legs drop to the right for a reclined twist. Another way you can vary this is to cross your left leg over your right leg like you're sitting fancy. And then you'll let your knees drop to the right. Gaze can turn over to the left, but just make sure that it's okay for your neck. If not, just look up towards the ceiling. And then breathe. Next inhale, back to center. And then sitting up for the other side. I had a little special guest in the studio today. One of my friend's dogs came to the studio with her, and I hadn't seen her in a while, so she was wanting to come lay down with me and do some yoga. So we'll go ahead and twist over to the left. Legs drop to the left. You can do the right leg crossed over your left variation, or you can just do legs together. And then again, gaze to the right if it's okay for your neck. Yoga can be so much more fun when a dog or even a cat is involved. And slowly, after you've taken another breath, we will slowly make our way to our final pose of ease and stillness. So extend your legs out in front of you. Take your arms by your side. If you have a dog by you, maybe you cuddle them up close to you. And after you have let go of any little bit of effort you're holding in, just allow your body to completely relax and let your breath be effortless. And I will be back in a few. If you would like to stay here a little bit longer, You are more than welcome to hit the pause button and continue to rest. But if you're ready, start to take some movement back in, fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. A gentle tilt of your head left to right. And then draw your knees into your chest. Then roll to the right side of your body, taking pressure away from your heart. Use your left hand to gently press yourself up to find a seat, face the front of the room. And close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. Draw your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra, honoring our efforts, maybe even connecting back to that intention that you set. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale, side out. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together, back at heart center. Give yourself some gratitude for giving yourself this time today. Thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will see you all next time with another video.